chit chat while I chat to the camera, and hopefully in the abyss of the internet someone is listening. Hi and welcome to Threads of Time. My name is Zafania and this is my little place on the internet where I talk to you about all of the knitting things I've been up to. So it's been a little while since the last podcast, I think just over 3 weeks now. So I've had time to decide what I wanted to cast on next. Firstly, I'll start with an, I guess, half finished object. It's almost done. I just have to weave in the ends and sew on the zipper, and it is the 40s Chevron Net. So yeah, there's a lot of ends to weave in though, so I am kind of procrastinating it, as you do. And I'm not happy with how the waistband sits, but I think if I'm wearing it tucked in, it won't really matter. And I'm not really sure how to finish off the sleeves. I think it just wants you to turn them under and sew it down. So, but yeah, it's a little cute knit. I'm pretty happy with it. The Bendigo Woolen Mills, which is what I use, the luxury 4-ply, is very, very soft. So it makes it extremely comfortable next to skin, and yeah, it makes it very affordable. I think I wrote it down, I think I had about 40 grams of the black left, and of the white I had like 140 or something left, so I didn't use a whole ball for each colour. It's definitely very economical because the Bendigo Woolen Mills comes in 200 grams. So yeah, that was exciting. I guess we can go into whips. I have a little pile just here. So in terms of new whips, I cast on a shawl for my friend. One here, and I'm using Louie and Lola yarns. She's a Tasmanian dyer, and these are all one of a kinds. This red one here is my absolute favorite. It has, I'll just bring it in, it's just such lovely variegation. So, and they are actually all 4-plies, but this is a DK weight pattern, so I am holding it double. I'll just get my notes so I can tell you what it is. Okay, so this is the Moraine shawl, and it is by Abby Knits. I'll add a picture here of it so you can see what the finished project looks like. But yeah, I'm using all stash yarn, and I'm trying to get kind of like, because it's kind of a bit like a long scarf, so I'm just kind of get lots of different colours so that my friend can wear it how she likes. So actually tangled. I'm actually having fun. I'm up to the 3rd section and I'm using this colour here. I forget what they're all called except the red, which I know is called Mushroom Magic because it's my favourite. So yeah, always only remembering the things I like. And then the next one I cast on is the Antiquity blouse. She can't really, is the lace panel. This one is by Fable Knitwear and I'm knitting it up in some ochre yarn, which is, I think it's the cashmere blend. I've had it in my stash for quite a while, so I'm not 100% sure on the mix. I'll add it here somewhere, or here. Yeah, this yarn's been in my stash for quite a while, so there are a few bits in it that are a bit dusty, so it's come up. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Yeah. It's come up a bit dirty, so I'm hoping it will wash out. It also had quite a few breaks in the beginning, but I think it got caught when I wound the skein and caused some breaks. Because I just have like one of those cheap plastic green ones and it has the little hooks, so it got a bit caught. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the lace panel. I think I'm almost completed the 3rd repeat, and then I just have to decide what I'm going to do in terms of the height of the dip. So do I want it really low, medium, high? I think I'm gonna go medium, just so that, because I wear slips, just so that the slip will be covered. And yeah, I'm not finding this pattern too hard. I have knitted some Fable knitwear before. I just remember really struggling with how the written instructions were, but I think now that I'm a more experienced knitter, I can read different styles of instructions a lot easier. So yeah, that's that one. And then it's so soft, this cashmere. I've never had anything in cashmere, and it does feel different to a merino. It's very soft. And then the 3rd project I've been working on is just Josh. You guys have seen this a lot. Josh's stripy jumper. I'm up to the 1st sleeve. It's moving very slowly. Yeah, just because I need to get some more stitch markers so I can mark the increases, because I don't want to get them wrong, and I'm only knitting one sleeve at a time this time. Previously, when I knit his other jumper, I did them both at the same time, so that the increases were definitely the same and the length of the sleeve was definitely the same, and yeah, so onwards. In terms of this yarn, this is the Jamieson's, one of the Jamieson's of Shetland. I forget which one. I'm surprised how much I like when I put it to my neck. I know I wouldn't be able to wear something high in this kind of yarn, but when I touch it with my hands, it actually is really nice, so it's interesting. It's all, yeah. Slowly, I've got a tangle here now. Tangle, tangle, tangle. But yeah, so I did not start any specific summer knits as I spoke about in the last episode because it started raining. Typical spring Melbourne spring weather. It's like nice one day and the next day it's raining cats and dogs, and then it's nice again. But when I say it's nice, it's only like tops 20 degrees Celsius, which I personally consider cold still. So yeah. I guess next up is acquisitions. Bendigo and Woolen Mills came out with a new yarn, so I purchased 2 colours. It's all coming out of the ball. So yeah, I got Deep Ruby Red, it's the Scrumptious 4-ply. And then I got Moonstruck, which is coming apart, which is kind of like this, can't really, looks a bit more grey. In the picture it looked warmer toned, but it's kind of like a grey, lilac, beige. So if that gives anyone any understanding of what the true colour is. But yeah, and then I also got the alpaca charm, which I think has been out for a while. This is an 8-ply yarn, and it's a bit more tonal. It has different, is that the right word? I guess so. It's just more heathered, that's it. And a lot of, like, not many of the yarns that Bendigo and Woolen Mills do are heathered, except the rustic, which comes in a 4-ply now, which I'm really excited. But yeah, the alpaca charm, I'm planning on doing the Norma Jean jumper by Fable Knitwear, and then these two I don't really have plans, but I got enough to make a top or a jumper. I think with this colour, since it's not, it's a little bit of an awkward colour for me. I really like it though, but it just doesn't, don't think it really goes. Because I have olive skin tone, I find certain colours can be quite tricky. I think I might make some 1940s undergarments, so like a camisole and the knickers, just for winter time, and it being a light colour means it won't show up under clothes. I also got some patterns which I didn't bring, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's have a sip of a drink. I have a coffee with oat milk. I don't know if I like the oat milk. I normally have soy milk, or regular milk, because I've tried almond milk and back again, the card was full. So yeah, I've been picking up vintage patterns off eBay. So I got these 2 Vogue knits. So these are more 60s. And I've put a highlight on my Instagram, which is @Zephania. if you want to have a look. I've just started off with the patterns in my collection that are 60s, but I have a few different ones. I got this one, some lace knitting, and it's a bit bright, but yeah. What one did I like the most in this one? This set. I think you can get this on Etsy, but I thought it would be really cool to knit it into a dress with the bolero. So there's that. And then I got a new idea, which has these 3 tops knit, and the instructions in these are quite interesting because it has the basic instructions like the start, and then for each different neckline it gives you different instructions. So yeah, oh, there is a funny thing in here. So this is January 1959, and I was reading the, what do they call it? Find it. The Let's Talk It Over, in which readers discuss things of universal interest. And my favourite one was football. How glad I will be to see the end of the football season. Every end takes 10 years off my life. The endless discussions of form beforehand, the post-mortems afterwards, the elation when we win, and oh, the gloom when we don't. Then the aftermath, cuts, bruises to patch up, aching limbs to rub, and mud-soaked sweaters, shorts and socks to wash. This pattern is repeated week after week. Give me cricket any day, YDH. And since we just had the grand final for the football, and we had a big spike in COVID cases, so I think a lot of people at the moment can relate to YDH. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. But yeah, I haven't read through this one yet, but I'm sure there's more amusing tidbits. There's a crossword that hasn't been completed. This sounds like it would be funny. The Mere Mail, in which readers relate many human homely stories of the stronger sex, in quotation marks. Yeah. If I find any funny ones, I'll share them with you guys next time. And then I got this twin Prufe, I think is how you say it. This is a Melbourne knitting company. This one on the back. They're all quite interesting lacy designs. I really like this black and white picture. I mean, doesn't she look so striking? Very Elizabeth Taylor. And then I also got this 40s Sun Glow. So that one on the front is Intarsia. And then here's the back. Got a cute little bolero and socks. But yeah, currently it's my guilty pleasure to buy vintage patterns. Because I can, I guess. I like knitting from them a lot. And if other people are, I definitely recommend starting off in the 50s because they tend to have slightly more sizes, so you might be able to get a better understanding on how you need to grade the pattern for your size, or you might be in those sizes. But yeah, oh yes, Squidney, Knits on Instagram has a Patreon where she's going to be going over grading and that kind of stuff. I really want to join, and I'm hoping to. I just have to, I don't like to be excessive with my patrons. Is that how you say it? Just because it can get quite expensive if you're following a lot of people. But yeah. What other ones in this that I really liked? Look at her hair. Look at that wave. Very impressed. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can start some of these patterns soon with some of the yarn that I've bought. And right now I'm just focusing on doing, on doing my friend's shawl because I'd really like to get it to her. And I know that I might need to get some yarn for it because the last section is lace and I don't particularly want to hold the yarn double for a lace because I think it might make it not as nice. So yeah. I guess we can chit chat while I chat to the camera, and hopefully in the abyss of the internet someone is listening. But I have started a new project. I'm just doing a wearable mock-up at the moment, so I won't be sad that I don't get it right. I just finished a dress, but I disliked the whole process, so yeah. It turned out okay. I drafted my own pattern, and so I think just throughout the whole process of having to make all these decisions myself on how it would go together and then fiddling around with the fit because it wasn't quite right, I think it just really tired out my muscle, my sewing muscle. It was like, I've had enough now, please give me a rest. But yeah, I think the mock-up I'm doing is of the Lucille trousers by Gertie. And I'm not doing the pleat in them, and so wearable mock-up it is, especially because I need to make sure it'll fit okay. It does have a lot of ease through the leg, so I think that should be fun. And yeah, knitting wise, I think I've been okay. I had a little bit of a slump where I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do, and even now at the moment I just feel the urge to cast on a whole heap of things. I think I just get irritated with how I want to wear the thing, but I have to make it first, which takes time. So I think I just need to have a better routine in general. And now that I'm allowed back at work at this point in time, I think it will be a lot easier to have a routine at home. Yeah. Daylight savings. So we lost an hour but gained so much more daylight. My favourite time of year. But it has been making the days go really quick. So I get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then bam, before you know it, it's 6 p.m. at night time and it's still light outside. It tricked you, you're not used to it yet. So it's been really getting my partner because he's been doing some later nights, so he's been tricked many times by the time. But yeah, I think that's really it. Not a super long video this time. I'm not very good at word vomiting. But yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching if you got this far. Let me know what you're knitting down below. I think I've been finding lots of new podcasts, so that's been fun. And I always, if a episode 1 comes up in my suggestions, I always give it a watch. And so if anyone is thinking about starting a podcast, I probably will watch it. So we've got one view already. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. And if you're in a bad mood, I hope this cheered you up a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.